Most people have a FIRE number. Very few have the right one. You've probably heard it. Save $1 million and you can retire early. Sounds simple. Sounds achievable. It's usually wrong. Setup. The problem. Here's what's happening. The FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early, has given millions of Americans a goal. Pick a number, save toward it, stop working. The number most people pick is $1 million, sometimes $2 million. They read it somewhere. It felt big enough, so they built their entire financial plan around it. Then they get there, and the plan breaks. Contrast what most people do versus what financially free people do. Most people pick a round number that feels achievable. Financially free people calculate a precise number based on their actual life. Most people assume the 4% withdrawal rule works for everyone. Financially free people know it was built for a 30-year retirement, not 40 or 50. Most people forget inflation, healthcare, and taxes. Financially free people build all three into their math before they ever stop working. That's not a minor oversight. That's the difference between retiring at 45 and running out of money at 58. Core content, the real formula. So what is the right FIRE number? It starts with one question. How much do you actually need to spend each year? Not what you spend now, what you'll spend in retirement, including housing, healthcare, travel, and everything else. That figure is your annual expenses. Once you have it, the formula is straightforward. Your FIRE number equals your annual expenses multiplied by 25. That's based on the 4% withdrawal rule, the idea that you can withdraw 4% of your portfolio each year without depleting it. If you need $50,000 a year, your FIRE number is $1.25 million. If you need $80,000, it's $2 million. But here's where most people go wrong. That 4% rule was created in 1994. It was designed for a 30-year retirement. If you retire at 40, you're planning for 50 or 60 years of withdrawals. The math changes. A safer approach, one that financially free people increasingly use, is a 3% withdrawal rate. At 3%, the formula becomes annual expenses multiplied by 33. That $50,000 lifestyle now requires $1.65 million, not $1.25 million. That $400,000 gap matters a lot. And then there's inflation. At 3% annual inflation, $50,000 today becomes $67,000 in 10 years. If you're a decade away from your target retirement date, your expenses will be higher than you're currently planning for. Most FIRE calculators don't adjust for this automatically. Most people don't either. Reality check. The two variables almost nobody accounts for. There's one more variable most people completely ignore: healthcare. Before Medicare kicks in at 65, you're on your own. The average American family pays over $22,000 per year in private health insurance premiums. That's not an emergency fund problem. That's a FIRE number problem. Add it to your annual expenses before you calculate. And where you live changes everything. Retiring on $1.5 million in California looks completely different than retiring on the same amount in Tennessee or Texas. State income taxes, property taxes, and cost of living can shift your FIRE number by $300,000 to $500,000 in either direction. There is no universal FIRE number. There is only your number. Closer. Most people chase a round figure because it feels achievable. Financially free people calculate a precise figure because they need it to actually work. Run your real number. Adjust for inflation. Account for healthcare. Factor in where you plan to live. The number you've been saving toward might be too low, or it might be higher than you expected. Either way, you need to know. Your FIRE number isn't what you hope it is. It's what the math says it is. Remember that.